Oh, welcome in everybody to the show. It is AM Nation Pod, Amalgamation Nation. It's Thursday night, which means we got a lot of gaming news and discussions to get into. Of course, I am the anime watching, booze cruising, Olivia Munn's liking, John Cena's following, hostess with the mostest himself, Ryan Green Machine Ebner. And you can find AM Nation, the Amalgamation Nation Pod, on Twitter and Instagram. It's search at AM Nation Pod. Make sure you hit that follow button. YouTube, search Amalgamation Nation and hit that sub button. You can also listen on podcast platforms of choice, such as Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, and more. For merch, it's teesprings.com/stores/amnation-Undead Red Bull. If you're looking for that link, it's posted on our pinned tweet on Twitter. It's also down below in the episode description on podcast services, and it's down below in the descriptions for David's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Undead Red Bull. If you want to be a part of the show, you can leave a voicemail or text the show at 815-556-9089. Leave your name and whatever you want to talk about. Questions, if you want us to answer something, or discussions, or whatever. Just make sure it's 815-556-9089. We stream on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. Tuesdays are the sports shows. Thursday, as I said earlier, is the gaming show. We stream on our Twitter, our YouTube, and on twitch.tv/UndeadRedBull. If you're here on twitch.tv/UndeadRedBull, make sure you're following and giving a sub to David. If you have Amazon Prime, you do get one free sub a month, so make sure you give it to Undead Red Bull. Joining me this evening from North Carolina, Brendan BK Kennerly. BK, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Work's been shitty this week, but I was able to talk to two old friends of mine before the podcast, and I was ready to catch up with them. And shout out to my friend Adrian, who I hadn't talked to in a while, lives all the way out there in Portland. Talked to her for about an hour. So shout out to Adrian. She said she was going to listen tonight. So
boom, there you go. Shout out, dude. Love it. Awesome. It is always shitty when work's shitty. Let me tell you. It is.
Oh, man.
Today was one of our slow days, so I was like, this is kind of a nice break. But tomorrow, bam, right before the end of the week. And I'm like, oh, shitty. But we're almost there. It's Friday Junior. We're getting close. Also joining me tonight, Guadalupe He'll mow your lawn, Esquivel Junior. Hello, friend. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Oh, peachy keen, bro. Peachy keen, man.
Peachy?
Yeah, but how are you?
Could be better. Just getting my ass kicked in fucking Ark, starting a new server.
Tough times.
Ooh, bold move.
It is a bold move. It's a bold move. See if it pays off for Junior. Hard times. Also joining us from twitch.tv/Undead Red Bull, Undead Red Bull himself. David, how are you, sir?
Pretty good. How about you guys?
Good. What do you have for dinner there?
I'm having wings and rice, and Duke is eating a wing right now.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice.
Wings from where?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my wife made him in the air fryer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I got an air fryer last week.
Damn.
Game changer.
It does, dude.
there
It
you
changes the game,
Game
bro.
changer.
All
Oh
right.
my god. Frozen. Anything frozen, 10 minutes, boom. Freaking crispy and cooked through. Crazy.
But the other popcorn chicken is also fucking amazing in the fucking
Yeah.
air fryer,
yeah.
too. Oh,
You were,
great.
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
That's
try that
like
out
quick
then.
snack.
Shrimp,
That's not
coconut
even
shrimp's
like-
really good too.
What
Yeah.
brand though? Of
Yep.
popcorn shrimp. That makes a difference too.
Oh.
Ooh.
To be honest, I
you
just
make-
get the Aldi
got you
brand
thinking.
because I'm not fancy. But
Okay.
You got so many Aldis out there, bro. I don't blame you. That voice you hear is the man from the West Coast, Best Coast, Dan the Freakster Frigo. Dan, how are you in your air fryer, sir?
I'm doing good, and my air fryer is dirty.
Dirty.
But yeah. I mean, I guess I'm gonna piggyback off the whole work thing. So I guess for me, work's been pretty good. I guess been busy, traveling a little more, so it's a little different than what I'm used to. So other than that, same old shit.
I will tell you, Dan, something that you should try in your air fryer. All right. Well, anybody that's got
Yeah.
an air fryer, go ahead and try it out. You can cook hamburgers in there, bro. Okay? What you do,
Yeah.
you put them in there, you season the one side, you put it face down, right? Put that bitch in there, that patty down. You go 8 minutes-ish on one
Do you
side.
use the curling, the little
No.
thing you put in there with it?
Nope. Nope, I just lay it right on
Right
the
on the
bottom.
bottom of it?
Mhm.
Gotcha.
8 minutes, all right? Pull that bitch out, season the top, flip that with motherfuckers, put it back in there for another 8 minutes. You be the judge of how you like your hamburgers, right? Pull that
You
out.
flip
It is, yeah, after you flipped it, you put it back in there on the other side for 8 minutes, right? So it's 8 minutes in each side. Pull those motherfuckers out. Super
What's the temp
juicy.
at?
Super. Oh, I put the temp at about 380. I want to say 380. I want to say.
Okay.
Double check. Out the double check. I know Carlos just tried them. He really liked them too. So yeah, give that a whirl. Give that a whirl, boys and girls.
Yes, we can.
Dan, while you're here, while you're the one I'm talking to at the moment, what are you playing?
Right now, it's mostly been Call of Duty, honestly. So a little bit of actual multiplayer in Cold War and also Warzone. Since I've been traveling, haven't had my Xbox all the time, so I haven't had to play all the time. And when I do have it, sometimes after work, you got kind of go out with like the guys from work and get dinner, have some drinks and stuff, and then by the time I get back, I go to bed and get up the next day. So, but mostly it's been Call of Duty.
Mostly Call of Duty, or mostly getting some COD in. Junior, what have you been playing?
Mainly I've been playing Destiny 2, or I've been trying to get back into a new season just started, but it's kind of lackluster like all the previous seasons. Been playing a lot of GTA 5, and then I just updated Ark again, so I'll jump back into that one. Started a new server.
Making a new server. That a boy.
Yep.
That a boy. Junior, getting ready for Ark 2. I feel you.
Pretty much.
Get ready to play as Vin Diesel, baby. Woo!
Yeehaw.
David, if people weren't watching on the Twitch stream, what have you been playing lately?
I'm pretty sure everyone could take a wild guess. It's going to be some Call of Duty Warzone. I'm a little multiplayer too, but it's mostly Warzone.
How have your games been going?
Pretty good. I would say I think I've won a game, at least one win a day, or at least the last week since the last podcast.
There you go. Keep getting these dubs, man. Get them. Keep grinding. Keep grabbing these dubs. Is what I'm talking about, man. Digging it.
Yep.
Maybe one day you'll reach my level, man. I don't know. One
Oh,
day.
hopefully I don't. But, all right. That level, I need a new game.
Oh, it's true. It's time to switch. Time to switch, man. BK, what have you been playing, sir?
More Civ per usual, and then about to finish up Jedi Fallen Order. I just finished up on Kashyyyk, about like 90% explored on that. Heading to Dathomir, so the last planet to really get into without kind of backtracing stuff. It's because Jedi Fallen Order has a lot of like Castlevania like systems in it where you have to like get certain abilities to go to certain areas. So there's a lot of like backtracking, and honestly, it can get a little bit overwhelming. And I'm not gonna do that hardcore in Dathomir. I'm gonna kind of just get through the story and continue on that backlog.
That's what I'm talking about. You got the nice update in there. It's looking good. Awesome.
Good.
Also, I
Looks
want
good.
to point out to anybody, if you don't have the GG app, you're fucking up. The GG app is a great way to keep track of video games you're playing, get video games you want to play, all that stuff. You can make a list in there. I've used it. I use it for the show because that's where I set up our 2020 Game of the Year list is in there. Games that we've been playing this year that I want to mark down in there. If anybody wants to mark down in there, I put them in there. You can also make reviews too. And BK's been killing it because he went in there with his Sid fucking reviews. I went on there today and I'm like, look at this guy. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Oh, Carlos is here. Hello. Yes, Daddy. That's for you, Carlos. There you go. I will tell you, BK's doing a great job of that. If you're looking for us, we got the username change. Shout out to Charles from GG App. He's able to change it from Big J and BB Show to at AM Nation Pod, which is good. Super dope. So if you get the GG app, check that out. It is honestly, it's super convenient. It's such a great way, like I said, to keep track of what you're playing and what you're doing. Because otherwise, I get also really lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like Tom Brady was the other day, lost in the sauce, baby. Woo! I'll tell you.
Tequila shots.
Avocado tequila or some shit. I don't know what it was. Good on him though. Way to go, Tommy. Tommy, terrific.
He earned it.
He did. Good on him. The defense earned it too, but you could listen to our last episode and find out all about that. I've been playing Temtem so much fucking Temtem. It's fantastic. It's honestly, so I bought it on the PS5. And I was like, I'm just going to start over and do it. So I got the melee starter. It looks like kind of like a monkey. I can't remember the name of the Temtem. It's the one that Mike definitely thought was a fire type and named it Charizard, even though it very distinctly says melee right next to its name when you pick it. It's all right. And the game's fucking hard. Like, it's really hard when you're going through. Like, I haven't even gotten, like, the first dojo, which I think is supposed to be like a gym. And like I've died multiple times. Like all my Pokemon have been wiped, or Temtems. I'm sorry, have been wiped multiple times. It is very, very difficult, which I like. It's something different. Where Pokemon, Pokemon's biggest thing is like if you get a starter or you get a super Pokemon and you just beef it the fuck up, you can run through the entire game all the way through the Elite Four and you'll finish it. It's pretty easy. I always think about when Dan and I got our 3DSs and we wanted to catch up to Jesse and Joey and Jose super quick so we could do threes. We like beat the game in like, I don't know, less than 7 hours. Easy. Like we like breezed right through Pokemon. That was X and Y, I believe. But this Temtem is very, very difficult. It's a lot more challenging. There's more thoughts to it, a way you want to organize your team and shit like that. So I definitely like if you are a Pokemon fan, but you want a little bit of a more of a challenge, I highly suggest you check out Temtem. It's on the PS5 right now, and it's also on Steam in early access. It's supposed to get on the Xboxes and the Switch sometime. We just don't know when yet. So if you want to hold out for that, that's cool too. But I definitely recommend if you love Pokemon, play some fucking Temtem because it's super dope. I didn't have like a question to start the show, but I did want to bring something up. So today I was sitting there and I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience, of course, Joe Rogan, you know what I'm talking. And he had Elon Musk on there again, and it was so interesting to listen to Elon. He did a lot of talk in the beginning was about SpaceX and about the rocket and like his idea, like, okay, like when do you realistically think we can get people to actually travel like kind of consistently and like get to Mars and like all this stuff, and like listening to like Elon like talk about it and like, really kind of leveling it out of like the realistic opportunities that you could have with space, like blew my mind. It really did. Like to just sit there and be like, damn, like people are going to be able to go like to a different planet. And like blew my mind, and I instantly thought of Mike and Dan because I know they love Joe Rogan very, very much, just as I do.
Sure.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude, Joe Rogan, Joe train by day, Joe Rogan by night, Joe Rogan. Oh yeah, and it was just really cool, like to listen. So if you haven't checked that out yet, you should definitely check out the newest episode with Elon Musk, and he's talking about like I didn't know when it like people when they think about going to Mars, like they just assume they can just like, all right, here we go. We're on to Mars, and like that's not it. Like you can only do it every 2 years because there's a certain like rotation that the Earth has to be at a certain point to be able to like zip to Mars, and like Mars has to be at a certain point. And I was like, damn, like it just blew my mind. I don't know. That is something. So if you haven't checked that out yet, you definitely should if you're interested in space. Also, he started talking about his Teslas and like how cool the Teslas are and how fast they are, and I was like, damn, bro, I'd like to own a Tesla too. That would be cool. I'd feel pretty sweet.
One day.
Dude, I hope, man. Like they're talking about
I still have a Tesla truck pre-ordered. I still have one pre-ordered.
Just because?
I won't get it. Yeah, well, like I did want a new one, but like since like I just bought the Dodge Ram earlier this year, it's like, nah, that ain't gonna happen.
Man, but you look
Plus,
like
Conley wouldn't let me.
Come on, you can get both.
So.
He said you can get both. Yeah, right. That's that Patreon money, bro. You can get both. In the Cybertruck with the Warthog. Like I think even during the show he mentioned that they were talking about the Cybertruck, and he's like, yeah, man, you could like have people in there in the back like in like Halo shooting a rocket launcher, and I was like, damn, bro, Elon Musk, a man of the people and a man of the Dogecoin. Let me tell you, bro,
yeah.
The Doge. I don't look at the Doge every day anymore because it bothers me a little bit, but it's there. It's doing its thing. It's doing its thing.
Kind of just hovering at its
Like 7
cents,
right?
Uh-huh.
just hovering there.
Mm-hmm. But I tell you what, man, if it ever for some reason hits $1, I'm gonna be a happy man. I'll still hold. You know what I'm saying? Diamond hands, baby. You know what I'm saying? Diamond hands. We're in this for the long run.
It's been dropping. Sorry.
Yeah, it happens. I'm sorry. It's all right.
It usually goes up during like the late hours though.
Yeah, during the
now,
normal trading
usually
hours.
when
Yeah,
it goes up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, because and cryptos trade at night, isn't that right?
well,
So
yeah,
like
most of cryptos at nighttime.
no.
Oh, thanks, Carlos. I just saw your comment about my camera. I can't help it, bro. I tried. I don't know what to do with it. I just assume I have to get a new webcam. Okay.
I told him you had a filter on. You have that effect for
Oh,
on
dude, I
purpose.
wish I did. It's my Android.
You've been inspired by WandaVision. That's why you're doing
right.
it. You saw WandaVision and you're like, oh man, that's why I really want to do this.
Speaking of that, I got like 3.5 hours. Do I stay up and wait? I don't know. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody here, but let me tell you, that show's the shit. That show kicks fucking ass. And I can't wait till it's done to do the special AM Nation WandaVision and review show. Can't wait. Woo!
I think I'm gonna start watching that today.
You should. It's good, dude. It's
Right.
pretty good.
How many episodes do I have to watch now?
There's 5 to, and then at Friday we'll make it 6.
Yeah, they're only doing 10, so it's like a short run. Thankfully.
Talking about sad. I was talking about sad earlier. Let me tell you something else that's sad. Ubisoft announces Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake is delayed indefinitely. Dan, I'm so sorry.
No.
I know, man.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, it'll come out eventually. That's okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Not that bad. I'm fine.
I'm holding on. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, we
Billy's
should be.
trying so hard not to cry. It's like, it's okay. No worries.
I don't blame him.
Alright, I got plenty to play until that comes out anyway, so
100%.
take your
Well,
time.
What
Make
about
it a
your
good
fantasy
remake.
team, Dan? Are you worried about that?
No, I think it'll come out this year.
Okay.
Bet. I also do. I think you're.
I mean,
you're
the year
right.
just
Yeah, I
started,
think so, too.
basically. There's still
Yeah.
quite a lot of time for the new year.
It's true.
Yeah.
Good call, Dan. Way to be positive. Speaking of
Yes,
positives,
sir.
Epic says the Epic Game Store will have more exclusives than ever for 2021 and 2022. A spokesperson told PC Gamer that Epic has more exclusives on the way in 2021 and 2022 than it's ever had in total. Quote, "We have more exclusives coming in the next 2 years than we have published to date." Also, they announced today that Epic Game Stores is bringing the Kingdom Hearts collection to PC, available March 30th. It's the first time the Kingdom Hearts is going to be on the fucking PC, and that is cool as shit. Let me tell you, that is dope. I might replay Kingdom Hearts because of it. I know it's on Xbox already, and that's great. But for it to be on your PC, it's pretty sweet. If you're one of these like cool
I thought
cats,
about it.
cool cats like David and Carlos rocking the 30 series, hey man, Sora's gonna look pretty good, dude. And Donald's still gonna be a useless piece of shit.
No, he's so useless.
Dude, Donald fucking sucks, dude.
He triggers me so much. When I was
Yep.
playing the first one again, I just completely forgot about it. I was like, oh, he's
Yeah.
so unreliable. Dude, he's just worthless.
Yeah, be like, heal me, and he's like,
Always
fuck
trade him
you.
out. Always trade him out. Because
Mhm.
he always runs out of his own mana because he gets killed every single hit. So he has
Yep.
to keep healing himself. So he uses all his mana. Then he becomes useless because he can't attack because he's supposed to be defense and
Mhm.
a healer, and he has to heal himself the entire time.
Donald is a piece of shit, hands down.
Yeah,
If
he's
you've ever played,
useless. Don't give him any items and don't use him.
yep, fuck him. There it is. Words of wisdom here. If you ever played Kingdom Hearts, just know Donald Duck, piece of shit.
Rant over.
Yeah,
Drop mic.
There it is. Boom. Boom. I hate it so much. But I am really excited for this to come to the Epic Game Store March 30th. That's going to be super sweet. If you want a chance to jump into Kingdom Hearts and you never did, you should. Or if you want to re-jump into it, let's fucking do it. Don't worry about Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, it was fine, but, just play the originals again. It's pretty great. Also really cool. After 20 years, someone has finally accomplished this feat in Smash Bros. Melee. YouTuber Martin Porky Zarate hit all 190 names in the credits. That's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. It's fucking stupid. That's what that was. I was like, what? What? How? And like, I think, was it last week's episode at the end? Might have been after the show. I told Mike that someone was doing it, and he was like, "What? How?" And I was like, "I don't know, dude. They're doing it."
No.
So
I saw the video on it, and he was just pretty much doing the bird pecking motion, where you just kind of hold the controller in one hand and then use your finger on the other hand and just start pecking the shit out of the button.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, god damn, like to have the stamina to just go all 190 names, without your finger cramping or something. Like, what the fuck?
Strong hands. Strong hands don't fold, baby. Strong hands.
Heck yeah,
Diamond
fool.
hands. Damn. Also really cool. According to Deadline, Playing with Power, the Nintendo story, will air March 1st on Crackle. I don't honestly know what Crackle is. I just know and I've seen it on the app section of my PS5. But it's going to feature Reggie and Phil the Thrill Spencer. The series is going to tackle over a century of Nintendo's history and what it was developed over the course of 4 years. Nintendo was founded in the 19th century and initially focused on cards before moving into a variety of other industries. Its shift to video games came after nearly 100 years in the business. So that's pretty insane. Look for that on March 1st, supposed to be on Crackle. I'm hoping Crackle is free because I want to watch that because it's got my
That's
boy.
super interesting. Didn't even know that.
I didn't
It's a
either.
free streaming service. They had like the Dead Rising movie on there years ago, like when that came out, with the guy from John Tucker Must Die, like John Tucker in that movie.
Oh.
I don't know if I remember that.
How's it
but
say?
I don't know.
Respect to you.
Yeah, because I think I actually watched
I
it.
know
I was
the
like,
face though, so
Yep.
I did not know there was a Dead Rising game. That's something. There's more. The more you know, the more you know. So yeah, look out for that. Look out for that on Crackle March 1st. The Nintendo story playing with power. It's big. Also, well, it's not big. I don't give a fuck. Some people might not care. I care. Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. It's coming to PS5, the Switch, and the Xbox Series X/S March 12th. It's also going to arrive on PC via Battle.net later this year. For in case people didn't know, that was the 5th ranked game of the year of 2020 for the AM Nation pod. So I'm just saying, it's kind of a good fucking game. Check it out. You should. If you love Crash Bandicoot, this is great. Dan's played it. Dan loves it.
That's great.
I love it. Yeah, it's fantastic. I can't wait for the next gen update for it, though. We get it for free, by the way. If you already own a copy on previous gen, you do get an upgrade for free.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I'll still remember playing it, and I think we were watching football. I know David and Junior were also in the chat, and I was just getting fucking pissed at whatever level I was on. I was like, "Fuck, god damn it!" They're just
It's
laughing
hard
at
too.
me.
It's
Bro,
not
it
an easy
is.
game.
It's very difficult. Muy difícil. Muy difícil.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. I am bilingual. Thank you. This is for you, Carlos.
Sure, buddy.
I mean, hey, man. I took 4 years. I got to get something
It
out
was
of it.
enough.
Yeah.
Is it on your resume?
No.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Hey, we'll show some examples." I'll be like, "Donde está la biblioteca?"
They probably introduce themselves in a different language. You'll be like,
Like, I'm curious, like, how far did you get with Spanish?
I took all 4 years of
Spanish
Spanish.
2, So Spanish 3?
Spanish 4.
Spanish 4.
4. Oh, shit.
And I got an A every year, Junior. What does that
See,
say about our
that's pretty
education system, though?
I got up to Spanish 3, and I barely passed with the fucking C.
Nah, that's bullshit.
I am dead fucking serious.
Maybe
Spanish
because-
and because what you speak is different.
Yeah, true.
Thank
Also,
you.
Spanish 3 also is a lot of like writing and stuff too.
Yeah.
So that could also be like Spanish 1 and 2 are kind of easy because you're just like pointing at stuff and like describing shit. But
Well, yeah, because the thing is, like, with Spanish 1, it's like barely the introduction of the alphabet. So they asked me, like, how much do I know? And I told them I was bilingual. They exempted me from, Spanish 1. They're like, okay, well, we'll move you to Spanish 2. Spanish 2, I did pretty good. I got like I think I passed with like an 80 something, like low 90. Let's say 91 for argument's sake.
Okay.
And then I get in Spanish 3 like a badass, I'm thinking, oh shit, this is easy. Fucking throwing words at me from Spain and shit. I'm like, what the?
Yeah,
fuck are you
because the
talking about?
vosotros form. Yeah, you learn about.
It's
You learn
totally
about
different.
that. Yeah.
Way different.
Imperial Spanish, all right.
Hell yeah, yo
The
estoy
Mexican Spanish is more
muy bien.
slang, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily more slang. It's just it's kind of like with English, like UK English and
Ah,
US
gotcha.
English.
Oh, it's a little tough
Different,
now,
different
ain't it?
words for different meanings. You know.
I'm sorry. All
You're
right.
on the wrong side of the road, ain't it?
Hey, oh, you drove on the wrong side of the road, ain't you? Yeah.
Hey, you gotta use stuff in the bonnet. Don't you?
I'm glad all my UK viewers are asleep and not watching the stream anymore.
Hey, we've got a lot of we got actually listeners that like ticked over 1% of our listens come from India and Ireland. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
them. Have a pint.
Awesome.
Have a
I'll
pint.
take it.
And then whatever y'all do in India, shout out to y'all. I don't know what you guys are doing out there, but I know in Ireland, I know what you're doing. So shout out to you. This is for you, Carlos. GTA 5 has now sold over 140 million units. Listen, it is the greatest selling video game of all time. It's been that way for a while, but now it's at over 140 million units. And another fun fact about it: in 2020, GTA 5 sold more copies than any other year except its release year in 2013. So I don't fucking know how that happened, but shout out to all of you for buying GTA 5 as much as you possibly can. Shout out to muy bueno.
One time. I bought it one time. That was
You're
it.
a liar. You only bought it once?
One
Yeah,
time
but-
on the Xbox 360. And then I was like, and that's when I was like, I'm done playing the 360. And that's when I moved on to the one generation. Haven't played it since. I do not care to play it again.
I
love
bought
it.
it on the 360, the PS3, the PS4, the Xbox One, and then the PC. 5 times. 5 times.
I think I bought it twice. I know I bought it for the PlayStation 3, and then I bought it for the Xbox One.
Uh-huh.
I remember talking about copies of the same GTA or
Yeah.
just GTA in general.
No, how many GTA 5s have you bought?
Yeah, I mean, how many GTA 5s are there, Junior?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like for different consoles, because I've often, like I've bought Vice City, I bought San Andreas, and then I
Just
haven't bought
5.
anything else on
Yeah.
since
Just 5.
because Joey is the one that actually bought me GTA 5 on Steam.
Oh,
So-
so then you haven't bought it at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
Oh.
GTA 5 itself, no.
Oh, wait, see, that's weird. You're not one of the 140 million units sold, Junior. You're
Yeah,
a different
I'm,
one.
I'm
You're
not. I'm not part of the problem.
different. Oh, yeah. David, how many copies
Thank
of
you.
GTA have you
Be the
bought?
solution. Buy one.
2? 2 for David. 2 for David.
Yeah,
That's right. Also, PGA Tour 2K sold 2 million copies and looks to become the next big sports franchise for 2K. I played it. It's actually a really fun golf game. So if you're looking for some type of golf game, there it is. It's pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty dope. A big thing here that's not so fun. EA will be deciding the fate of Anthem, supposedly this week. It had a rocky launch, as you can go back and listen to old episodes of Joey and I talking about Anthem and like our thoughts on the game. Then BioWare team began Anthem Next, or Anthem 2.0, which is various updates to fix and save the game. And then we just haven't heard anything in a while. Like, BioWare just hasn't said shit. The development team on that consisted of 30 people, and according to Bloomberg, the fate of Anthem will be decided at a EA holding meeting set for this week. It will be decided whether or not development of revamping Anthem will continue, or will they cancel it. Has anybody else here played Anthem besides myself?
I played it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Did-
when I moved to Phoenix, my roommate had Anthem on the PlayStation 4. So I tried it out a little bit here and there, and watched him play it a little bit. So I kind of know what it's about.
It's I'm really, the game itself was fine. Like there was like end game shit that sucked. It's kind
The
of
gameplay
repetitive.
wasn't bad. It was
No.
pretty cool.
No, it's so crazy. When I played the Marvel Avengers game, and I played as Iron Man, I was kind of like, I wish this felt more like Anthem, because Anthem made me feel much more like Iron Man than the actual Avengers game did. Like, it was
It's
so
very
cool.
smooth.
Yeah.
Like, it felt kind of like everything, like all the the controls like worked well together.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do wish it would do better. We'll see what BioWare decides to do. Honestly, they got a lot of other things they're working on, especially with the new Dragon Age and then the Mass Effect stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if EA is just like, fuck it, Anthem's done, putting it to bed. And it's so shitty because it was such a game that was so hyped up. People were so excited for it, you know.
It's supposed to be the Destiny killer.
Yeah, right, the Destiny killer, yeah. And it sure the fuck wasn't, I'll tell you that. Sure wasn't. Nah, it definitely did. That is super shitty.
I think there was like rumor that it was BioWare wanted to just do like a straight story-driven game and then just kind of just like end it more or less, and then like EA came in and was like, well, no, we got to find a way to make more money off of it. And that's when they did like the persistent world thing, and that's when they tried to morph it into this whole other thing. And BioWare was just like, okay, and like I've heard some rumors about that, but it's a bummer. I was definitely super excited for that game, and I did enjoy it, like playing, because I beat it, and then I was like replaying it, but it got just a little too repetitive for me. And I really like the lore and like what they. I feel like the building blocks are there, but it's, you know, I feel like EA will probably just toss it down the tube, just like Google did with Stadia. You know, it's just.
Google does that with many things. Many. I'm honestly still shocked they still have Pixel phones, even though those do actually really well. So I guess I shouldn't be that shocked about it. They actually sell well. But yeah, we'll see what EA decides to do with Anthem. Super shitty. Like I said, I love the game. I agree with BK 100%. Like, the building blocks were there, and there is definitely like good story to that game and good feel to the game. It's just everything else that comes with it. And you know, EA is always looking to make a buck. That's why they bought the mobile game studio Glue for $2.1 billion. And you're like, wow, that's a fuck ton of money.
You know what most people were complaining about? Because I felt like the story just wasn't that great, but
For Anthem?
the gameplay wasn't bad. Yeah.
A lot of it had to do with like end game stuff, and that there just wasn't enough content, and it was kind of broken at times too. Like, if you were to ask Joey will tell you he got to the very final mission. So we were playing it together, and it was fine. And then I wasn't able to play as much, so he kept going to finish it. And he got to the very end, and for whatever, it was like a game-breaking thing where he just could not finish the last mission. It wouldn't let him. Like, he'd log in, he'd find, like, you had to have a team of 4. You couldn't do it by yourself. You had to have a team of 4. And he would go to jump in, and then it would just lag, and then it would freeze, and it would kick him out and send him back to the thing. You know, the idea that you had to keep going back to, like, the main hub thing and then fly onto your next mission is kind of dumb. Whereas Destiny, right, it was like you could just pick what planet to go to and you'll go to a loading screen for a little bit and then you're there. This is a more of a step process. So there's a lot of things like that people just didn't. Quality of life things, I guess, are what people complained about the most. No, I thought the gameplay was fine. I thought it felt great. Like I said, I mean, that was the close. I remember playing that and being like, this is so cool. Like this is great. Like the different armor sets you can do, the javelins, and the feel to them was great. I loved all of that, and I liked parts of the story that I got to before I didn't play the game anymore. Like I thought it was good, but I guess it had a lot of bug things and quality of life things that kind of sucked on it. So we'll see. We'll see what the BioWare and ultimately EA decides to do. They did buy, like I said, mobile game studio Glue for $2.1 billion. They're basically looking to increase their revenue from microtransactions. If you don't know Studio Glue, they make the Kim Kardashian's Hollywood mobile game, Disney Sorcerer's Arena, and MLB Tap Sports Baseball, among others. So if you've played any of those, or if you've heard of any of those, EA now owns those. So shout out to EA. Always looking to make some money, bro. Fuck EA. You know what I'm saying? Just the studio killer. That's what they are. Xbox Series X and S outsold the PS5 and the Switch in UK for January 2021. It's the first time that it has occurred since launch. The Switch finished second, and then something also to keep in mind that Sony reportedly sent out more units to North America than across the world because they were trying to secure MPD numbers for investors. Also, these are units sold from retail. So just the little things to pay attention to here. It's going to be really hard to really judge these numbers and numbers in general for both these consoles until they're regularly, or at least close to regularly, available on your shelves, right? When people that, like, if I wake up one day and I want a fucking Xbox, I can go to the store and buy an Xbox. Like, you know what I mean? Until you hit that point, it's going to be hard to judge these numbers because they're only putting out so many at a time and they're just getting gobbled up. Mostly by David. David's able to gobble them up very quickly.
Don't hate.
Yeah, I'm not hating, bro. Listen, if I ever decide I want to buy an Xbox, you'll be the person I talk to. I'll be like, hey, can you scoop me one, sir? Can you? Because he's
will be able to.
He's quick. He's quick as lightning. I tell you what. So yeah, something to keep an eye on. I think BKU even posted the article too that he was like, well, that's good for Xbox. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's I guess take victories where you can get it. So that but. Like everything you said, just depends on when all these consoles are available readily again, which looks like we have a while. So just buckle up.
Hell yeah, man! Buckle the fuck in. CD Projekt Red, they've had just a time, right? They've been in quite a dizzy. Let me tell you, for a hot minute here since the Cyberpunk 2077 rough launch, and also now they've got hit with a ransomware attack. But I think the people wanted like $4 million from them, and then they're like, "Give us the money, and then we'll give you everything back." So we're not going to unveil like basically company salary, like people's salaries and stuff like that. I can't remember what else was in there, but it wasn't anything that was like, I guess, groundbreaking. And basically CD Projekt Red was like, no. You know why? Because you don't negotiate with terrorists. That's why. You do not fear terror, but terror fear. That's exactly why. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, see, he gets it.
Love those words.
That's right, baby. Woo! But yeah, it is what it is. I think before the show, David even said, like, who the fuck cares? Like, who honestly cares what the CEO makes? None of us. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to see the number, and I'm going to be like, well, that's cool. All right.
Good for you.
Right? I do wish that, like, software studios that, like, had better, like, security. You know what I mean? Like, this is your business, so, like, maybe get better at that. I don't know. Maybe not. You know? Fuck them. The DualSense controllers, they're somewhere back there, but the beautiful PS5 controllers that I love so much, have begun drifting. Not mine, personally. Thankfully, knock on wood. But they have begun drifting. So the one thing that PlayStation decides to copy from Nintendo, there it is, the drifting of the controllers. Now, I'm going to ask this. I am curious, because 3 of us own a Switch. David, have your Joy-Cons drifted yet?
No.
BK, have yours?
Yes.
Oh, how soon into the usage?
Sorry, say it again.
How far into using them did they start drifting?
I don't know. It was a month or so ago. I just noticed when I was playing Smash a little bit. But but it's because I mostly play in handheld mode. I hardly ever play like on the frickin' TV. But I have a pro controller, so like what I just do now is I just hook up the pro controller and I just like the kickstand on the back, and I'm like, all right, I'll play like this.
Oh, I love the pro.
But still not on the TV. I hardly play on the TV.
Ooh, see, that's crazy. Yeah, we have talked about that. I'm the opposite, where I play on the TV all the time, all the
I
time.
don't even have my dock plugged in right now. I just like I have a charger in the wall, and so when I need to charge it, I just pop it in there.
I have mine sitting back there with the lovely Undead Red Bull sticker on it, nice and proud. And that's where my Switch sits. Mine also have not experienced drifting yet. It is probably because I don't use the Joy-Cons nearly as much. I use mostly the Pro Controller, which arguably might be my favorite controller of all time. It might be because of how
Favorite controller.
comfortable it really is. Like, it is the perfect blend of like having enough heft to it where like it's not super light, but it's also feels super comfortable. And I'll tell you, I'm like, damn, Nintendo got it right. We sure did. They did a good job making their Pro Controller. It's worth the pennies for me. But yeah, DualSense controllers are drifting. I hope that doesn't happen to mine. I'm gonna be real fucking pissed. Because those controllers are nice, and to be already drifting and we're barely a few months into launch, that's fucking rough. Which, I mean, also, again, it could kind of lead to what we saw with Nintendo, a bunch of lawsuits coming Sony's way. Could totally happen. So, watch out for your DualSenses drifting, everybody. Riot CEO Nicholas Laurent had a lawsuit filed against him for creating a hostile work environment. I got this from GameSpot. In January, former Riot executive assistant Sharon O'Donnell filed a lawsuit with the Los Angeles County Superior Court accusing Riot CEO Nicholas Laurent of creating a hostile work environment. The allegations in the suit range from unwanted sexual advances to demeaning remarks about O'Donnell's femininity and tone. Additionally, the filings allege that O'Donnell was stripped of work duties and eventually terminated in 2020 after reporting Laurent because she didn't reciprocate his advances. Riot denied the nature of the termination, and in the Washington Post they said, quote, the plaintiff was dismissed from the company over 7 months ago based on multiple well-documented complaints from a variety of people. Any suggestion otherwise is false. The statement also says that Riot has a special committee in its board of directors conducting an investigation with the help of outside law firm to ensure impartiality and transparency. It's never good to hear, you know, when you've got CEOs and these big companies being accused of stuff like this. Last summer? We saw the big train rolling through, just getting everybody that had fucked up. It all came back to bite them in the ass, and it was like boom, ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. People falling left and right. We saw it in the Twitch community. We saw it in a variety of places. I remember when the Mixer thing happened, and they talked about the lady that was ahead of Mixer and all her issues. So yeah, you know, we'll see what happens here. Riot obviously denying the allegations, so we'll see. It's going to go through its trials, and we'll see what it is. But yeah, that's very serious allegations there against Riot CEO Nicholas Laurent. On to, I guess, happier news, depending on who you're talking to. McDonald's Pokemon Happy Meal event has begun. Pokemon obviously this year is celebrating 25 years of Pokemon. If that doesn't make you feel old, I don't know what will. All right? It's fucking nutty at this point. But it's 25 years of happiness, 25 years of Pokemon. And in doing so, they teamed up with McDonald's, where now the Happy Meal box looks like Pikachu. Super fucking cute. They've got like stickers or like postcard thingies in there. But they also come with Pokemon cards you get. And in these Pokemon cards, there's a bunch of them. I don't have the list of all the Pokemon in there, but they have 25 different Pokemon, and then there's 25 versions. There's one version of each of those Pokemon that's hollow that you can get one of them in a pack. And I will tell you, adults are buying the fuck out of these, because in case you didn't know, Pokemon cards are really popular again. Extremely popular again. You can't even find them at your local Target. BK, did you find some? Did you go look?
Yeah, I have to go to Walmart this weekend, get some more food and stuff like that. So I'll check this weekend for you.
All right, thank you. Let me know, because I was telling him, Dan, on the show. I think it was on Tuesday. It might have been Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
We were talking about how when you go to the store now, like our Target or Walmart or whatever, all the Pokemon cards are gone, and all like the baseball and football cards are gone. They're gone, yeah, because people are buying these packs trying to get these rare cards. And Pokemon cards are fucking in the now again, bro. Like, they're out there. So all these adults are buying Happy Meals, You know, maybe they're just trying to watch their portions. That could be it too, right? They just really want Happy Meals. But
You're saying it's time to buy Happy Meals again.
dude, yeah, fuck them kids. That's how I feel.
Oh,
I saw all
sure.
these people on there crying.
One
What do
time.
you got? These are for kids. You guys are adults. Blah blah. Fuck them kids, dog. Them kids don't remember
Call it a Happy
Pokemon.
Meal, not a kid's meal.
I mean,
Yeah.
the whole argument of saying, you know, that we're adults, or whatever, it's like you're talking about something that's fucking nostalgic for us.
Right.
I mean, this is the shit that we grew up on. So for the fact that it hits 25 years, it's like, come on, what the fuck did you expect? I mean, the reason why you're bitching about, you know, like, what about them kids, is because you weren't quick enough to get one for yourself. It ain't about your kids; it's about you.
Oh, David, do you agree with Junior in that case?
Yeah, I guess I could stay. But the only way they're probably bitching is probably because they don't want to make dinner and they want to get a Happy Meal and they can't get a Happy Meal for their kid. There you go. That's why they're bitching.
That's the other argument to it.
Now, I wonder now with these Happy Meals, like, is it just like, are they just running out of the card packs to put
They
in?
run out of the card pack, but I don't know if McDonald's has like a backup. Like, do they have a toy, or is that your only like thing that they're doing?
Only
is just
attraction right
cards,
now.
right? So now they don't have a toy for their kid. Then yeah, I could see other people being like, maybe they're not mad at like the Pokemon thing. They're mad at like, hey, McDonald's, you don't have like a toy for my.
They're
kid
mad at
as
the
a
fact
Happy
that the
Meal.
kid's not
Got
happy
nothing
about
now.
it. That he's
Got no,
starting
got
to
nothing-
cry.
we got no toy because it was just supposed to be Pokemon cards.
I want
They're
my
all sold out.
Pikachu card.
We're not sold out, but just like all gone. I don't know.
Fuck them kids, man. It's just so crazy because like
I'm gonna order like 4 of them.
they
It's gonna
see.
get
That's
there
what I'm saying,
tomorrow.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Go out
Carlos
there,
said he
get
threw
fucked.
his in the trash already.
You're a liar. You're a fucking liar if you threw those in the goddamn trash. I swear to God, if you threw those in the fucking trash and you didn't even think to bring them to me to work tomorrow, I'm gonna lose my shit, Carlos. Lose my fucking mind. There was a Snivy, there was a Totodile, and what was the other one, Carlos? Was it a Grookey? Totally might have been a Grookey. I don't know. But either way, if you threw those in the trash, I'm gonna beat someone's ass. I'll tell you that right now. I'm gonna be real. Don't even come to work. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be an angry motherfucker. But yeah, they're definitely running out of it, and people, everyone's like, the adults are ruining them. It's like, fuck them. You know what I mean? Fuck them. I don't give a shit. Go get yourself some Happy Meals this weekend, everybody. You can get yourself some Pokemon cards and have a good fucking time. That's all I'm saying. Dan, you have something interesting here that you read about. Something about pigs can play video games?
Yeah, pigs still can't fly,
Hmm.
but they can play video games.
Dope.
Love it. Love it.
Good. I'm glad you guys did. Thanks
Now-
for the feedback.
Of course. Now, like, what is the dealio with that?
So, I guess what the study was is they're just trying to see, I guess just kind of see what how pigs interact with having to do like motor skills and things like that, and seeing how their brain reacts to that. And so, they basically just gave them, a screen and a joystick like an arcade game, and they would just operate it by their snout and move the joysticks around and push the buttons, whatever. And at the end of it, at each level, they would give them some food to reward them to keep playing. And during the study, the food dispenser broke, and so the pigs liked the game so much they just kept playing. And if they just gave them encouraging words, they just kept playing the game without getting rewarded for the food at the end of each level.
Oh,
So they actually enjoyed playing the video games.
that is wild. That is
Yeah,
nutty.
I just saw it
Pig.
randomly today, and it was a brand new article for today. I was like, oh, I'll throw it on there. That's kind of interesting.
I was gonna say, I looked at it. I'm like, who put pigs can play video games on here? And then I'm like, I think I saw like your name for something else. I was like, I wonder if that was Dan. I wonder if he found that. Look at you.
What else for me? Yeah, I'll find the weird stuff.
That's good.
Because
man.
Mike's not here.
Of course, that's right.
Mike
He's
is
off.
actually he showed up in the chat right
Oh.
on the queue.
Oh, did he?
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, I could def beat the fuck out
I
of a
could
pig
def
on
beat the
Smith.
fuck out of
Hello, Mike. Welcome to the chat, Mike. How are you tonight? I know I gave you took the night off. That's cool. Remember, it's non-paid night off. It's not. You didn't put in the proper paperwork to get paid for it, so you are off
Yeah.
tonight. Non-paid.
We did call. We didn't show. So
Yeah.
You're still here.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like now you kind of fucked yourself because you showed up in the chat, but it is what it is. Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart, my most hyped game of the year, arrives on PS5 June 11th. I can't fucking wait. Someone made a good point of like them bumping this back to June 11th is kind of good because it gives a time for the PS5 to be able to get out more into the market and not be at the mercy of scalpers, I suppose. So there you go. That's pretty dope. Can't wait for that. More Pokemon news. First, Pokemon Sword and Shield players, you can claim a free Pikachu beginning February 25th with a special code that Pokemon will reveal on their website. It will know the move Sing, which is I don't even know what the fuck that is. It knows where. It also comes with the moves Electro Ball, Encore, and Celebrate. Light Ball, and it is included in it, and it is a level 5 Pikachu. So if you are a Pokemon Sword and Shield player, be on the lookout for that February 25th to get your free Pikachu. Also, Pokemon is teaming up with different artists all year long for the Pokemon 25 years celebration. And it starts February 27th, 7 p.m. BK time, that's Eastern time, on YouTube and Twitch. It's Pokemon Day celebration with a virtual concert with Post Malone. Pretty fucking cool. Didn't know Post Malone was a Pokemon fan. But that's pretty fucking sweet. I hope, because he's also sponsored by Bud Light, that he cracks open some Bud Lights during the show while kids are watching it or whoever, because it's Pokemon and they're just out there. He's just cracking some Bud Lights, bro. Having a good old fucking time. That'd be dope. I don't know what Post Malone has to do with Pokemon, but fuck it. Like, Katy Perry was the first artist they showed, and I was like, all right, this is cool. Let's do it. I'm always down for more Pokemon, and that's fine. So I love it. Jack Black is going to play Claptrap in the Borderlands movie. He joins Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Reported that Claptrap will be CGI'd, and he's just going to voice it, so you don't have to worry about Jack Black trying to be dressed up as Claptrap, guys. It should be CGI'd, so you should be A-okay with that. Yeah, there you go. Also, video game, television, television related. Pedro Pascal, who you would know from Game of Thrones, and he also plays Mando in The Mandalorian. And Bella Ramsey, who played, what is her name? Lady Bearmont? Is that who she was?
Yes, I believe so.
There you go. From Game of Thrones, I've been cast as Joel and Ellie in the HBO Last of Us series. Super fucking sweet. It was announced right after Disney gave Gina Carano, whatever the fuck her name is, out as Cara Dune. They said, "Get the fuck out of here, you dumb fuck. You're gone." And then they're like, HBO's like, "Hey, Pedro Pascal's gonna be Joel," and I can't wait until we finally get like a trailer or something on it eventually, because I just need to hear him say Ellie, because that's gonna make or break it for me. If he sounds like shit, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm like, God damn it, dude. Someone also made a good point that he loves playing the single dad role and everything. Like, that's literally what he does. So
Yeah.
shout out to him. That would be pretty sweet. I'm excited to see what that looks like. Also today they showed a trailer. It might have been yesterday. 6 days in Fallujah.
Fallujah.
Thank you.
Fallujah.
It was an announcement trailer for that game, dropped today. The game has had a tumultuous journey, having been in production since 2010. Controversy has followed this game, as the U.S. was heavily criticized by allies and the world leaders for the invasion of siege of Fallujah, which took place not too long after Saddam Hussein was taken down and Al-Qaeda took over the town of Fallujah, and the U.S. basically had to go in there and raid the entire town. And a lot of controversy with all of that. So that would be really cool to see. I watched the trailer. The trailer was great, and
It was.
that is right up my alley of like a cool, like, military game where I could play. It's gonna be probably heavy campaigned, and I'll be like, yeah, this is fucking
Some
dope.
tears, probably.
Probably some tears. You'll probably get attached to people. Because
Yeah.
we lost a lot of
Looks really
troops
good,
during that. Yeah, it does look really good. BK, were you super also interested in that?
Yes and no. I have like mixed feelings about just like the whole political aspect of it.
Mhm.
I do like how I guess like on a positive note that the video game makers have worked directly with like the Marines that were over there, and they're actually using the likeness of all the real Marines and everything like that, and getting their first-hand account and really designing the game around what exactly happened. Like for them, it's like a retelling. It's almost like hopping in a time machine and kind of going from their point of view. So that part's cool, but the whole like humanitarian like crisis and all the violations that happened, not cool. So it's
Right.
like I'm very conflicted on it. If that makes sense.
I have a lot of feelings.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm just like,
I'm like with you, on that side of it, because I'm wondering how far into that they're gonna, go into it. Like how far, like how many of the violations they're going to be talking about. If it's a story-based game, you know,
Probably
where
this
the Marines
many.
are the good
We're
guys
probably
or
gonna talk
whatever.
about this many.
Exactly.
That,
Now,
that,
if they're
that
trying to
would
be
piss
like
me off. That's a great
realistic,
point.
if they're like trying to be like 100% realistic to like make you people, you know, feel a certain way or whatever, they might, you know, go into some of the violations that happen and shit like that, where like they want you to hate a certain character, hate a certain person. So I'm interested to see how it turns out, because one of my older brothers, he was actually, you know, I don't think he was a part of the invasion itself, but he was stationed out there for the rest of the invasion, you know, when it all happened, because he actually enlisted into the Marines about 5 or 6 years before 9/11. So then once everything happened, he was one of the first platoons out there. And it's always crazy to think about that. Like, he would tell me some of the stories, but you could always tell there was more to it that he just didn't want to talk about.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see how this game turns out.
Frank says they should make that game in VR. Jesus Christ.
Oh, jeez.
To touch on Junior's point too, is I'm worried about all the stuff that they won't talk about. Like that was a great point, because part of it is being funded by like the U.S. like military and stuff like that. So, like I super doubt that we'll get a nice balanced view of these world events. So
Paint
that's
everybody as a good guy.
yeah, and so that's like I don't know. I feel all kinds of things about it.
And we're not talking about like the stuff that they're not going to talk about, like Secret Service type of shit. We're talking about like fucking killing kids and, you know,
Right.
rapes and all, you know,
Protesters, like people
Yeah.
are like protesting them being there, and the U.S. military claims they were shot first, and so then they just mow
they just
down.
mow them down.
They
Yeah.
mow down civilians, and then like third party groups like went in there and like proved that was just a lie. So like
Yeah.
yeah, a
And
lot
I
of
think
feelings.
like a lot of the times it was either a sergeant or a general order, like not exactly, you know, a very higher up, but it would be somebody that would be like had some sort of power over the platoon or something. It's like, yeah, I need you guys to do this or you're gonna be court-martialed. So a lot of times they were forced to do it. Other times you would have somebody that was trigger happy, and then everybody else had to try to cover up. You know, so it wasn't a good time for the Marines at that time.
No,
Right.
definitely
Right.
not.
David, did you get a chance to look at this trailer for the game?
I have not yet.
I do highly recommend you take a look at it. It does feel like something that you definitely would be up your alley in a way of like it looks like a really cool kind of like military game. I don't think they're gonna have a battle royale for everybody to drop into, so you won't be playing it that way. But that's all right. That's all right. Goddamn. Everybody land in Fallujah. Let's go. Yeah, right. Jesus Christ. Oh man. So yeah, that will be kind of, we got a trailer for it. It is a really good trailer, so make sure you guys take a look at that. Just kind of wrap this show up here. Fantasy League recap, right? So the recent game releases we've had, the Neo collection, it's Open Critic is what gets us all our critic scores. It's out at an 88. David has that game in Fantasy League, which puts him in the lead at 18 points. Little Nightmares 2 is at an 82. Junior has that, puts him in second with 12 points. And right now, BK is waiting until tomorrow for Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, which is opening right now as an 89. We'll see what his points total are.
Hey, David.
What's up?
Points.
No.
Points.
Hey,
man,
I'm winning. So.
Yeah, you sure are. You sure?
Yeah.
You sure are. Looking at what we've got here coming up tomorrow is Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. That's BK's game. Bravely Default 2 comes up the 26th. That's also BK's game. So you'll have 2 here for the month of February. You'll be able to get out of there. Give you some points. And then you got Harvest Moon One World. That's going to be Mike's. Monster Hunter Rise is Dan's. It Takes Two is Junior. Kenya Bridge Spirits would be Dan. Disco Elysium, the Final Cut, it would be David. Outriders would be me. And MLB The Show 21, which was stolen from me, is Undead Red Bull. So there we go. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. Let me tell you. We'll see. Everyone, coming at my crown, man. I win one time, and now everybody wants a piece. That's cool. That's cool. You know, everybody could have paid attention at the same time. I just decided to pay attention a little more last year. It is what it is. It is.
That's cute.
It is.
All you did was log in. That was the difference. Man.
Oh,
That's right.
That's the difference.
All right. Well, we'll see. We're gonna see, David. We're gonna see. I'm gonna tell you.
We will.
If this turns out like fantasy football, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. He's gonna have a bunch of games on there that are like half shitty, but like somehow it still works out for him.
I like this tension right now.
There is, bro. I gotta get this dub, dude. I got to. And I love that I'm only talking shit with David. It could be anybody coming at me. I know he said Mike wasn't involved in this collusion that took place. Man, unbelievable. You know, that's crazy. It's only Mike and David. They didn't even ask to include anybody else. Hey, man, you guys want to try and pick up some games to fuck Ryan over? No. They didn't even ask their Manuka brother, Junior. Didn't even ask him. Only kept it in-house. Rude. It's rude shit.
You remember
man.
how long it took us for him to log in?
Yeah, that's true. That's right. He's like, I don't see where I draft the game. Like, what?
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't kind of throw me into that, man.
Yeah, you're right. You are correct. Correctamundo. Anything else here before we wrap this shing-ding up? Or, Gucci. Yes. Gucci it is. Gucci to the...
Gucci.
Oh, let's do
Gucci.
it. As... Burr! As always, everybody, you can find the show on Twitter and Instagram. It's at AmNationPod. I just posted a picture on the Instagram of my Hydromate, right? Shout out to them for my half gallon here. I drink all this water by like 2 o'clock, so get with it. Get fucking hydrated, Hydro homies. Let's do it. YouTube search Amalgamation Nation and hit that sub button. On podcast platforms, you can Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, etc. Find us on there. Make sure you're listening on there. And also leave a review. And follow or like us on there if you can, too. That'd be super sweet. For merch, it's teesprings.com/stores/amnation-undead Red Bull. You can find that link on our pinned tweet on Twitter, also down below in the episode description on the podcast, and on Undead Red Bull's twitch.tv/Undead Red Bull. It's down below in the description as well. If you want to be a part of the show, leave a voicemail or text the show at 815-556-9089. Let us know any questions, comments, whatever you want us to talk about. Send us a text for that. Tuesdays are sports shows. Thursdays are gaming. This Sunday we're doing a Weebisode, so we're gonna have some fun with that as well. Live streaming right here on twitch.tv/Undead Red Bull on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Central Time for the sports and gaming show. While you're there, make sure you follow and sub to Undead Red Bull. It's free if you have Amazon Prime to do a sub each month, so give it to twitch.tv/Undead Red Bull. Dan, take us away with the quote of the week.
You got it. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. Bruce Lee.
Y'all be safe, wear your masks, and stay breezy.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit.